Your cam phasers are being quietly destroyed by habits most F-150 owners have never questioned. Does that sound like your truck? If you have the 5.0-liter Coyote, the 3.5-liter EcoBoost, or the 2.7-liter EcoBoost, it probably is. I have been rebuilding these engines for over 20 years. Habit number 1, on the single most damaging thing on this list, is something almost every owner does every day without realizing it. We will get there, but start with 5. Habit 5. Driving hard immediately on a cold start. Your cam phasers are hydraulic devices. They run on oil pressure, specifically the oil that the pump pushes through passages in the camshaft to advance or retard cam timing on demand. The morning your truck is cold and you back out of the driveway and immediately get on the throttle, those oil passages are not full yet. Oil drains out of the upper engine overnight. The phaser passages are narrow. They have to be to deliver precise hydraulic control, and they are among the last circuits to prime fully after a cold start. For the first 30 to 60 seconds of operation, the phaser system is running on whatever residual oil film is coating the passage walls. If you ask the engine for high load in those first 60 seconds, the ECU commands the cam phasers to move. The phasers try to respond. The oil pressure needed to respond is not fully available. The phaser advances or retards with less hydraulic control than the system is designed to provide, and the lock pins are trying to engage or disengage against phaser components that are not fully pressurized. I had a 2020 F-150 3.5-liter come in at 84,000 miles. The owner lived at the top of a hill and pulled hard out of his driveway every morning without warming up. He mentioned it like it was an interesting detail. Not a problem. The cam phasers on the driver's side were worn at the lock pin surfaces. Classic cold load wear pattern. The right side was fine. His driveway was on the left. $0 habit change versus $4,200 cam phaser replacement on one bank. That is the choice. Habit 4. Running the wrong oil viscosity. This is the one that surprises people because the logic seems backwards. Thicker oil should protect better, right? On a conventional engine, generally, yes. On an engine with variable cam timing, viscosity is a precision specification, not just a protection grade. Your phaser system runs through VCT oil control solenoids, small precision valves with tolerances measured in microns. The solenoid opens and closes oil passages to move the phaser. It was calibrated at Ford's engineering level for a specific oil viscosity range. Ford specifies 5W20 for most naturally aspirated Coyote applications and 5W30 for most EcoBoost applications. When you run 0W20 because it was on sale, the fluid is thinner than the solenoid was designed for. It bleeds past the valve before the commanded pressure builds and the phaser moves imprecisely. When you run 10W30 because it seems tougher, the fluid is too viscous for the solenoid to move quickly at operating temperature. Phaser response lags, timing is off, and the ECU logs fault data before you ever get a check engine light. Here is where it gets interesting. Neither of these scenarios immediately sounds like a phaser problem. They show up first as subtle throttle hesitation, slightly rough idle at warm operating temperature, and fractionally lower fuel economy. I have seen owners chase these symptoms with coil packs, fuel injectors, and MAF sensors for 20,000 miles, while the actual problem, wrong oil viscosity degrading phaser response, continued accumulating wear on the lock pin surfaces. But don't stop there, because the wrong viscosity does one more thing that accelerates this failure faster than almost any other habit. When the solenoid responds too slowly or too quickly for its design parameters, the phaser lock pin has to engage against a phaser that is not quite in the commanded position. Every engagement at the wrong position is friction on the lock pin surface. That wear is invisible and cumulative. By the time you hear the rattle that signals the lock pin is failing, 30,000 miles of imprecise engagements may already be behind it. Check your oil cap. It lists the required spec. If what is in your engine does not match, you are operating your phaser system outside its design parameters every single drive. Wrong viscosity for 30,000 miles of chasing misfire codes versus $12 for the correct spec at your next change. That is the choice. Habit 3. Leaving auto stop start enabled on every drive. Auto stop start shuts the engine off at red lights and restarts it when you lift your foot from the brake. Ford built it to improve fuel economy on EPA test cycles. Every owner who has ever used it has noticed the mild lurch on restart. The brief hesitation before power returns, the slight vibration in the seat as the engine catches. What most owners have not thought about is what that restart sequence does to oil pressure in the cam phaser circuit. When the engine shuts off, oil pressure drops to zero. The phaser hydraulic passages drain. The VCT solenoids depressurize. When the starter fires 4 seconds later, the oil pump builds pressure from zero again, and the phaser passages have to reprime before the cam timing system has full hydraulic control. In that window, between restart and full oil pressure, the engine is running with whatever cam timing position the phasers happen to be sitting in, and the lock pins are engaging under conditions that are hydraulically less than ideal. And it gets worse. On a 15-mile commute with 18 stoplights, auto stop start creates 18 pressure zero events per trip. 5 days a week, 50 weeks a year, 4,500 phaser reprime events annually that would never occur if the engine stayed running. The thermal cycling on the solenoid valves from these constant restarts accelerates internal varnish deposits faster than any other driving condition I document in my shop. I had a 2019 F-150 5.0 liter come in at 67,000 miles with a cold start rattle building for 6 months. The VCT solenoids showed varnish deposits consistent with far more heat cycling than the mileage suggested. The owner commuted 22 miles each way through downtown with auto stop start on every day since purchase. Solenoid replacement resolved the rattle. Total, $290. Another year at that deposit rate and the phasers would have been next. $0 to press the button on your console every morning versus $290 for solenoids or $4,500 for phasers. That is the choice. If you own a 5.0 Coyote, a 3.5 EcoBoost, or a 2.7 EcoBoost, and you are still watching, you are already making better decisions for your cam phasers than most owners ever will. The next two habits are the ones I see most often in the trucks that end up on my lift with $5,000 estimates. Habit 2. Stretching your oil change interval. Ford's Intelligent Oil Life Monitor on the F-150 will tell you to change your oil somewhere between 7,500 and 10,000 miles under normal conditions. That interval was calibrated around average driving in average conditions. For an engine that uses narrow hydraulic passages to control cam timing, it is too long. Stay with me, because this is where the phaser failure actually starts, years before you hear anything. Your VCT solenoids have passages that are narrower than a ballpoint pen tip. Clean oil flows freely through them. Oil that has been accumulating combustion byproducts and heat cycling for 9,000 miles starts depositing microscopic varnish on those passage walls. The varnish is invisible. The solenoid still works. The phaser still moves, but it moves slightly slower than it should, at slightly less than the commanded pressure, and the ECU is already trimming timing to compensate. Over the next several thousand miles, the deposits thicken. Solenoid response slows further. Phaser timing becomes less precise. The lock pins, which have to engage at the precise moment the phaser is at the correct position, start engaging against a phaser that is slightly out of position because the hydraulic response that should have put it exactly there was milliseconds late. I have drained oil from 3.5-liter EcoBoosts at 9,500 miles between changes and found fluid that tested at degraded viscosity and high acid content in trucks that were otherwise perfectly maintained. The owners thought they were following the manual. They were. The manual is not written for the phaser system. It is written for the EPA fuel cost estimate. 5,000 miles maximum on turbocharged EcoBoosts, 6,000 miles maximum on the naturally aspirated 5.0 Coyote. Full synthetic, correct spec, motorcraft, or equivalent, every time. $60 oil change at 5,000 miles versus $4,500 to $6,000 cam phaser replacement when the solenoids fail at 85,000 miles because the deposits won. That is the choice. Habit 1. Dismissing the cold start rattle as normal. Every shop in the country has told some F-150 owner that the cold start rattle on their EcoBoost or their Coyote is normal. Some of them are right, some of them are wrong. And the ones who are wrong are turning a $200 repair into a $6,000 repair for the owner who believed them. Here is exactly how to tell the difference. When your engine sits overnight, oil drains from the cam phaser assemblies back into the sump. When you start the engine, the phasers sit in their unlocked position for 2 to 3 seconds while oil pressure climbs back and refills the phaser hydraulic circuits. During those seconds, the timing chain can rattle against the guides because the phaser has not locked yet. You hear it. Then oil pressure arrives, the phasers lock, and it stops. On a healthy, well-maintained engine with clean solenoids, 2 to 3 seconds of cold start rattle that clears completely and does not return is the system doing exactly what it is designed to do. This is where most people get it completely wrong. They hear that explanation and assume their rattle is always the healthy version. It is not. The rattle that takes 5, 6, 7 seconds to clear is different. The rattle that comes and goes throughout a warm-up cycle is different. The rattle that appears at normal operating temperature is completely different. Those are not the phaser priming. Those are the VCT solenoids failing to deliver adequate oil pressure at startup. Ford's customer satisfaction program, 21N03, acknowledged that the 3.5-liter EcoBoost cam phasers in 2017 through 2020 trucks were defective. That program expired January 1st, 2023. If your 3.5-liter is rattling cold and you are out of that coverage, you are paying full price. The solenoid is the first thing to test, always, before anything else. $200 solenoid caught early versus $6,200 phaser job delayed too long. That is the choice, and it is the most important one on this list.